Morning everyone. Well, I'm back on the River Doon now. Last time I was out, I mean I only fished, probably most of it was from the car to the fishing to back to the car was 3 hours. I only got one fish. It was a good fish though, it was worth certainly coming for. As you can see, it's a dull day. It's to be bright later, but at this time in the morning it's very overcast. It's actually quite fresh. Feels like May, to be honest with you. So we'll be looking for a wee bit of heat. But what I've got, I brought my rod, 10 foot 3 weight, 2-3 line on it. I've got this, but I'm going to set up Davie's French leader, or Euro Nymph style. I'll put that onto it and I'm going to fish water that's along the far side here. It's quite rough water under the trees. So what I'm going to do, I've got my other rod, my dry fly rod. So I cannot come down the river without my dry fly rod. That'd be like, no, that would never happen. Put it that way. So I'll set this up with a dry fly obviously. Well, finally set up. Great hatch is coming off. Plenty of live, plenty of flies. You can see plenty of duns on the flying, but not on the water. So one wee fish rise on the far side. I'm going to leave it just now. I should really go for it, but I'll just leave it. And what I'm going to do is walk down and see. I mean, I don't know if you can see the fly life here. These are duns that's coming off. I'm going to try and catch one. Small blue winged olives. That's what's hatching. And you can see that there. Hopefully you can see those way. It's blue winged olives that's coming off. There's obviously one or two other species. It's the larger ones, but there's a mix of both. It's amazing to see that much flying and just the one fish I've seen rising. I mean, I've spent quarter of an hour setting all this up. So as I say, I'll walk down to the corner and we'll see if we can see anything moving. Oh, there's one just below the tree. We'll head down. It's always a good area, especially this time of the season, early in the season. There's always a fish or two lying down here and it kind of dies away. So before I cast up to that fish, I'm going to fish just at the tail end here just to make sure there's nothing sort of lying, don't want to disturb anything. Just put the dry fly over to the far side. And this fish has rose right up under the tree. They can't get at it from this side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cast up above and let the flies drift underneath, or let the fly anyway. So I'm just going to come up a wee bit. And then just basically cast it out above it and in the line where it's feeding. And just let it drift underneath the tree. So that's covering it without any hassle. Look, a leaf. Gosh. Yep. Just put some slack line there and then just let it drift underneath. Feed some line out to the fish rows very close to the wall there. So I'm going to have to put my fly really in close to the wall. Make sure it's dry before I do it. Just let out slack line and just allow the fly to drift underneath. Try again. I want one really close to the wall, so let it drift underneath. If you have to stretch, then stretch. Here we go. I think it's a big fish, but we've got him. That's the main thing. There's a nice wee brown trout. Oops, wrapped round the island. Yeah. Oh, he's away. Got a face wash there. Anyway, we got him. Well, we've moved up to where I basically set up. A lot more fly life around here. Fish, or obviously flies are hatching. There was a fish rose here earlier when I was setting up. I decided to go down and fish bottom end first, but nothing happening. So we're back up. You see that lovely big dun in the water there as well, just floating by. Unusual to see as much fly around and no fish moving. There must be fly on the water somewhere, kinda. You'd think there'd be fish rising everywhere. But anyway, as I said before, it's a very unusual start to the season this year. Hopefully it'll get better. Especially this is where I got the bow. I got the decent fish I got was over here. But in this run you can get fish all the way up, close to the wall. And I've had to fish practically blind, meaning just casting and to lure fish, because you know there's areas where they lie. Just try up in behind the stone here. The fish has not come back up anyway, so There we go. What's the chances I've hooked the same fish? Well, no, because the way he fights. That fly was really tight against the wall. You know something, I think it's the same fish. I've caught the same fish, I think. Maybe, well, maybe not. No. That was the fish it rose, that's where it was. So, still a nice fish, this. People ask me why I play so hard, is well, I'm barbless for a start. It's important that you do keep a tight line to your fish. Oh gosh, that's a good fish. I wonder. I wouldn't put, I mean, to be honest with you, it's a good sized fish. And that's where I got this. I got a fish the last time. Turn around about. There's my fly. The other side. There we go. Beautiful fish. Beautiful wild brown trout. So we'll let him go. There he goes. We'll shoot away. He's just sitting. And he's off. There you go, folks. Does that... Oh, okay. I wonder... Could that be the same fish I hooked him? This is a couple of days later. Anyway, cool. Now what I'm going to do now, that was the fish I seen rising, so it must have been the same fish. Right, flyed right up against the wall. I mean, it was an inch off the wall. There you go, that's a rough, long leggy, a long hackle dry. Just put some floating on it, and then what I may do is I fish these nymphs on this 2-3 weight. Just I'll fish the fast water. I've not seen any fish moving, so if I do I'll stop and change to go back to the dry. I'm going to have to check my footage from the other day there to see if that was the same fish, but to be honest with you, it looks very like it. But anyway, there we are. Fooled them twice. Usually get hard. Tell you what, I might even try this nymph on the far side. What I've got, the setup I've got here now. Oh, there's a fish up. Sorry folks, but there's a fish rose there. It's just slightly further up. I'm going to get it with a dry. I'm not going to fish nymphs when a fish rise. And usually they're good fish up against that wall. That's an inch off the wall. Oh, I missed it. It came up to it and missed the fly. Unless it took another one, but I think it actually did a half go at mine. There you go, that's right in there. There you go. Ah, he's away. Ah, That's a good fish as well. Jeez. There they are, folks. On and off. But that was fun. Must be. We'll give it a rest, I think. I knew that was spot on. That was a fly landed exactly where the fish was. Maybe a foot above it, and then drifted nicely onto it. Anyway, we'll leave it where it's settled. See a fish just, that's a good thing. The only good thing about carrying two rods, gives you the option of changing straight back. Anyway, okay folks, I've got my Euro Nymph, or Euro, how you want to call it. French leader, nymphing thing. Everybody wonders why I don't do it. It's just that I prefer dry fly fishing, who doesn't? What I've got here is, top part is a tapered leader, an old one. And this leader here, this is a high vis leader. It's an indicator leader from Fulham Mill. And you can see I've got maybe a couple of feet there. And from there I've got maybe 3 feet to a couple of nymphs. Just a couple of beaded nymphs. I've got an olive, gold head. Got a pink bug, and the indicator is obviously for me to see the takes. Now, I'm one for, to be honest with you, I prefer to fish with fly line, but with this technique, I'm just fishing basically a leader. And you wait at bugs. You just wait them to suit the type of water you're fishing. And try and keep as much leader off the water as you can. Oh, that was the bottom. So we're getting down. You want the drift as natural as possible, and then it stops. You basically just strike. Just work your way slowly up, and just cover I'm just covering this run with the nymphs. I'm watching out for rising fish though. There we go. Oh, it's a nice fish too. Finally got a fish on the nymph. Oh, finally lost a fish on the nymph. He was a nice enough fish. Anyway, here we are. Just fish along this wall here. Oh, another wee tap there. a wee par lately. It's the good thing about these longer rods like this, you can fish at distance, like these nymphs, you get more control. There we go. Oh, it's a nice fish. Oh, anyhow, it's a good brown trout. No, he's not ready anyway to come in. So one I think I'll put this one in the net with a good fish. Ah, there he is. That's one on the nymph. Gosh, it's a cracker. So one good fish on the dry. Oh, sorry. And then we've one good fish on the nymph. The nymph has dropped out actually. Stick the rod there. I think the nymph has actually come out. Yeah, it's in the net. There you go, no it's not. Or is it? It's just the leader. So that's a lovely fish. Actually the same size as the one in the dry. Oop. You put him back. Just turn him round, he wants to go the other way. It's in the net. Just turn him out. There you go, lovely big fish. And that was one pink nymph. There's a There's a fly. There you go, that was on a pink nymph. So and just a clean. There we go. So it was worth having a cast with the nymph. Just in that nice run there. Another wee quick cast just in there, just to see. A lot of people ask about this Euro nymph style of fishing, and I'm no expert, to be honest with you. If I was fishing competitions I would be a bit more tuned into it. It's a great method for competition fishing. That's why it's used, that's why it's got a reputation. It's a method for, well, it's a great method for nymphing, covering water and searching. And you can see you get some nice, I got a really good trout there with it. So Anyway, that's the nymph. We're going to go back down to go further down, and then I'm going to be fishing these nymphs in the fast water below the pools. Let's see how we get on. But that was fun. We got a couple of nice fish. One in the dry, obviously lost one. We got one in the nymph, another wee one. Try to find my rod. My rod's up here. We'll move down and see if there's anything moving, which I would prefer to see. But anyway, we'll give the nymphs a go in there. It's worth doing. They're a nice fish. So anyway. We're walking further down the river, and this is where I want to fish up through these wee runs with the nymphs and see how we go on. It's ideal water for fishing a kind of Euro nymph type, that type of method, and I've had some nice fish out in the past. This is the area I'm going to fish, so I'm just going to fish quite close first, come up, and quite a deep run in front of me here. I don't want to get too close because the fish could be lying right at my feet. Check the flies. Just touch the bottom there, so always check the flies. No good to you if they're covered in weed. The area I want to fish is just to the far side there. Just quite fast. I might even fish a smaller or heavier fly. Just going to change to a heavier nymph. Just on the point, just put one that goes down a wee bit quicker. Okay, I've now put on a heavier nymph. Just an olive, large, it's a bit heavier. I'll certainly get down in this faster water, it's fast deep water anyway. This will give me a bit more resistance and make it easier to fish this style of fly. So just let it drop just into that area. Oh, missed it. Got a wee pull there. Fishing far better now. I've changed to a heavier nymph in the point. That's all it takes. The other wee part, there must be one or two wee fish there. It does pay to twiggle or move your nymph just to encourage a take sometimes. In between the two runs here is the area I would expect to basically pick a fish up. Standing out there. I'd be surprised if there's nothing lying in that. I'm sure they're really fast. So it is. There you go. That's a nice wee fish. Just in between where I'd expect fish to lie. Took the heavy nymph. Just on the top. There we are. Lovely wee fish. Back in. And go. That was right underneath. It's away. That was right underneath my nose. Just jumped off. I don't want to get too close here because these fish can lie right underneath this fast water. Just in here. There we go. That was a nice fish day and I missed it. That's all in all. That looked a good fish as well. We'll move up, we'll give the runs above a go. Now I had one or two fish there on. There's a nice fish there, I lost that, it's a good fish. I should have got that, but anyway. Well, that's been interesting. We've had a couple of really nice fish, we've had one or two fish, the smaller ones. And we've missed quite a few actually, especially on the nymph. I'm not that great at it, to be honest with you. I mean, for grayling and stuff, I like fishing. I mean, I don't mind the longer rod. This one anyway. The nymph for the grayling, more than I do the brown trout. Just suits that fish better. When I go in the river here, or in the summer months, I'll certainly be fishing it. So I'm just going to slowly work my way up. I'm just going to look, nothing rising. It's actually perfect. Just a nice bit of heat. There's a nice yellow may coming off. I keep pointing these flies out, but I mean I can see them. I'm not sure if the camera can. Most times I don't think it can. There's a big nice yellow may in front of me here. There's more flies hatching around the bend. There was a fish rose here earlier, but it's not come back up. I don't like fishing the nymph through them because I prefer them to come to the dry. But I could always give it a go, see what it was like, but we'll see. Maybe give the main run a go with the nymph. See if we can pick up, especially the stone. There's a big stone here, I can fish around a bit it. But I'll be watching for any fish moving. I'm all geared up, 2 rods and all that. I'm not that great for carrying 2 rods like. But anyway, there's a stone here. I may fish the nymph just round about the stone, above and below. Probably put opposite this rod here. And I'll come up from below. Just come in here. Hopefully we might see a fish rise. If we do, we'll be... Oh! What happened there? There's a fish rose right beside us, so put the nymph rod back down. Just a nice wee tap to the top of the water. What happens when you stop for a second. It's amazing what you miss walking by times if you just watch for a minute or two. Right. Come in a bit here. So that I might, before I do anything, just get some floating on my dry before I start. Hopefully I might come back up. I know where it roundabout's where it is anyway, so I've still got the long Hackle Dry on. You see there's quite a few flies, different types of flies coming off, so there was. It's a great sign to see the flies. There we are, sitting nice. And it's really tight against the wall again. I'll start short first. My wrist's sore with casting those nymphs. Oh, when you're hanging these nymphs off, it's probably one of the main reasons I'm not that keen on it. It shouldn't. There you go. I was going to say that should be it. Straight away, come up and took it. Oof. Came at me like a small fish. It's pulling well. Good. To say, I do play them hard. Some people have really got onto me for doing it. But there he is, he's a lovely fish, it's good. Nice wee fish. Just wait my hands. Here's a hook, there he is there. Just relax for a second. Oh, it's caught in the cillars here, so he's well hooked. There we are. Got a lead there. Lovely fish. There he's away. Oh, brilliant. Another fish. Yoo-hoo. I'm sure that was another fish anyway. Or am I dreaming? This year's been so hard for seeing fish moving. It's flies have been around, but the fish are just not been up. It's a long Hackle Dry again. I'm glad, I mean, I'm putting a nice set of these flies together, so I'll be giving them away in the draw, the monthly draw, just to share what you catch on. That's what you always do. So anyway, I don't know if you can see there, there's a lot of tadpoles there. Don't like to stand on them. I'm sure that was a fish. Can I get a kind of tiny wee, look like a wee touch to the top, but I could be mistaken, but I'll give it a go. It's nice, it's just... Ooh. That's perfect. Yeah, he's there. I don't know if you saw that, but he's right tight against the wall. That's another one. Just lovely wee taps to the surface. Ooh, there's it, that's another fish. I may go for the one below it first. That was a wee bit splashy, that one. So it was. Ah, stretch, stretch, stretch. Try a wee bit further up. Sometimes it pays to cast your fly well above them so they can see it coming. There we go. Ah. It's just a wee fish. Oh, what have I got here? It's a wee brown trout. It's a wee brown trout. It's a wee par. There's a weight. When these long hackle dries, you should really give them a go. Favourite dry fly? Oh, favourite dry fly. There's another wee par there. I think maybe that's what there's one or two wee par amongst that. Take your favourite dry fly and just put on it a really large hackle. Don't be shy with the hackle length. Start off with at least around about 3 times the gape. So it's fine. And I mean, some of the original ones were even some people call them skaters because of the length of the hackle. There is flies that we call skaters. Really, they're basically bug feeders. They sit on the surface. Gosh, that sun's roasting. What a difference in temperature. Earlier on it felt actually quite cold. Certainly not now. Well, I did fish that wee run there with the nymph, but my mind's on fishing maybe rising rather than fishing these nymphs. I'd rather I can fish a dry. I mean, we've just seen the very odd fish rise, but it's been good fun. Had a couple of nice fish. The nymphs had, well, I would say that fish was and the nymph was in this stream was, I would say, slightly bigger or very close to the same size. Just going to watch this area again. Anywhere down here. Fish will move. Was that a rise? I think there was a wee rise there. So there is a fish there. I'm sure that was a rise. And just give it a second. Oh, the dry fly. Put the nymphs down. The dry fly. It just rose up. Could just have been a wee par, but it was a rise. So that's enough to encourage. Just try it quite close first. If there's anything. Not as many fly around as there was when I first came down. I think that was a one, just a wee swirl that is there. And the fly. I mean, if you're not close enough to, oh, there's one up there. Close enough to the wall. Time saying that one's about 6 inches out. Just tiny wee tap to the surface that was. I know where he's probably taken his. There's a wee ledge just off that. Just there. Got to get them right in line where they're feeding, or they just don't. They just not come to the fly. I know he's there, I'll work on him. That's right in line with him. Nope. There we go. Out of nowhere. It's a good trout as well. Oh, he's away. There we go. Anyway, that was we hooked him. He was a leaper. Try keep him tight when they're doing that, it's hard because they tend to throw the hook when they jump. Anyway, there folks, I hooked him anyway. That was good fun. Well, there we are folks, that's it. Good fun. Oh, going the wrong way. So I head back to the car. Had a good 3 hours, 4 hours on the water. And we've had some one or two nice fish. Anyway, we'll head up. We've got the steep banking to climb up. So, hope you enjoy the footage folks. I hope you enjoy the video. I enjoyed it myself, I enjoyed the day. So, anyway, until next time, and thanks for watching.